When America was first formed, it was the land of opportunity, a place where people could come from all over the world for a better life. However, that wasn't the reality in America's early years. Those opportunities were only for white males. Being anything else put you at a disadvantage. Fortunately, that is history. Those barriers have been lifted, and we now truly are a nation where everybody has a chance at success. No matter what color your skin is or your gender, you have the same shot as everybody else. Can you just tell me a little bit about your story of getting into America?
So my family escaped from Vietnam. But I always remember that my parents, they were given opportunities to work. My parents always had multiple jobs. But we were so lucky that we were all sponsored to the same country. And I just feel like the U.S. has granted my family something that, we wouldn't have had if we stayed in Vietnam. And growing up, they've always instilled this sense of, if you work hard, you can achieve whatever you want. And even as people, we didn't even speak English when we came here. I remember going to preschool, and everyone was speaking this strange language. I had no idea what everyone was saying. And my parents too, they're going to work, they're like janitor jobs or production line work. They didn't understand anything, but someone would show them what they need to do, and they're like, oh, okay, this is what I need to do. But, without knowing the language, without having anything, you're given these enormous opportunities to do whatever you want to do. You can make your life whatever it is that you want it to be like. And I feel very blessed for being able to be in the U.S.
For you, just with being an immigrant and being a woman, how did that really play a role in your life and in your road to success? Did you ever feel like that there was any hardships along with that in America that couldn't have been overcome?
I have never felt any kind of roadblocks because I wasn't from here, or because I'm female, or I didn't speak the same language when I first came here. I always felt like whatever I wanted to do, it's up to me. If I didn't have the skills to do it, then it's up to me to go find those skills and get good at those skills. If I didn't have the necessary tools, it's really up to me to go get what I need to be successful. I never felt like because I was a woman that I was treated differently, because I was Asian that I was treated differently. I think those who find that becomes a roadblock, they're looking for it. They're looking for that to be an excuse for the reason why they don't succeed in what they do, or they can't accomplish what they want. In the U.S., there's no reason why you can't be successful. It's all a state of mind. If you're willing to put the work in, you're willing to put the hours in, or the dedication to your craft, I think there's nothing you can't achieve.
As we can see, there is no real excuse for not achieving success in America. With countless minimum wage jobs and public education, anyone can work their way up the ladder. It's simply a person's choice on how hard they want to work at it.
In present day America, we all get an opportunity to education. We all get an opportunity to schooling. You might not get an opportunity at some of the more expensive colleges, but that, I think, doesn't really matter so much. It's a matter of how hard you're willing to work. Are you willing to take advantage of the opportunities given to you? I think that if you work really hard, if you find an area you're passionate about, you can do really well.
So, throughout your career, can you tell me about some of the opportunities that you've had to advance your career path?
One is just going to work every day and working hard. A lot of people will go to work and do what they're told, and that's it. And then 10% of the people will go to work, do what they're told, and then add some more. And those are the people who pop up like toast, and their careers tend to advance. So it's really a matter of how hard are you willing to work, how smart are you willing to work. It isn't bad to just go in and do what you're told, but your career isn't going to advance too quickly.
Achieve this?
But
Like,
also-
what did they do to help you achieve your goals?
Well, so they offer lots of different educational opportunities, but you have to say yes. They're not going to make you do them. They offer advanced degrees where they'll help pay for your college if you want to go get a master's or even a bachelor's, something that would help in your current position or elsewhere in the company over time. They offered lots of online classes that you could take if you so desired. They offered management training, executive training. So there were lots of things out there, but you had to step up. They weren't going to, they might even offer to send you to some of them if they're seeing that you're performing and it's somebody that might have the potential. But at the same time, you've got to say yes. And if you don't get offered those things, go ask. I mean, all they can do is say no. So it doesn't hurt to go ask about those opportunities too. For myself, I had lots of them over the decades, and so that was hard. I mean, you had to work harder than average. That was one thing, but I enjoyed doing that, so I didn't find that as hard. Sometimes it was a sacrifice. There were a couple of months early in my career where I was working 7 days a week for 8 weeks straight.
So,
We had
with your experience through all this, would you say that that if someone was willing to put in the work, that they could actually achieve much more than what they are currently?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, life isn't perfectly clean like that. There are people who work hard and it doesn't happen for them. But like I said, I think you find the majority of the people, they just do what they're told, they put in their minimum hours and they go home. But there's that 10 to 20% who figure out what are the things that need to be done beyond what they've been asked to do. And they go make that happen. Those are the people who are going to see more advancement, more opportunities for growth and other assignments, more challenging assignments over time, that sort of thing. So once again, it becomes a choice.
Success isn't just handed out to people. Somewhere along the line, there is a choice for everything. Are you going to choose to put the extra mile in to achieve your equal opportunity for success, or are you going to choose the excuse, the easy way out? Don and Helen prove that all excuses are just being made up, and they really aren't true. It's just people being lazy. There is no excuse for not achieving your dreams.
Yeah, so I didn't know if I mentioned this, but when we first got married, we were completely broke. We were two young kids living in our car. Neither of us knew what we were going to do. We would pawn off valuables that we had just so we could get a night in a seedy motel somewhere so we could
And they weren't
shower.
valuables. I mean, we're talking going to a pawn shop and can I have $60 on loan for this watch, that my father had given me. And that would pay for a night at Motel 6 so that we could at least shower before we got back into the car to sleep in a parking lot somewhere. And, it gets cold at night and hot during the day. And it took us a while to find our way into a seedy little apartment in Seattle where, eventually we couldn't make rent there. We've been down and out and evicted and on the street and things got better, but things didn't get better for free. It took a whole lot of work. It took more risk taking. It took jobs that neither one of us liked. My family, they came here strictly because of opportunity. Because no matter, and they were not poor. They were not by any means poor in Hong Kong, but they realized that even with money, there are limitations in Hong Kong that there are not here. And so they were forward thinking enough to know that if they were to have children, there would be no better place on the planet to have them in the United States, because it would provide us opportunities that we wouldn't be able to have anywhere else. We have more mobility in income in the United States than anywhere else in the world. I can be nothing and I can be everything, and it is all up to me. I have full control over what I may become. And you really can't say that anywhere else. we do have a system that's unique in that sense, and I have been at the very bottom, and I have done much better than that, and over the next 10 years, I can yet again fluctuate. I can hit rock bottom, and I can far exceed what I do today. I have been in industries from tech to finance. I have worked for people. I have been an employer of many. And I can tomorrow something could happen where I could lose it all, or a month down the line I could do something right and gain it all back. And that's something really special. That's something very unique, and that's something that I greatly appreciate. There are no limiting factors. So if I couldn't get a deal, there was nothing stopping me from getting a bigger deal. If I didn't make my numbers, there was nothing stopping me from making my numbers and exceeding them next time. If there was a building that I wanted and I couldn't afford it, there was nothing stopping me from finding another way to purchase it and to own it and to make good use of it. All businesses have, we always have, we have ups, we have downs. Sometimes, there are times where you lose money, and there are times you lose a lot of money. But really, it's the mindset and it's the attitude that I have because I'm an American that really has been my greatest tool. Is knowing there is nothing impossible. No matter what color I am, no matter what gender I am, there is nothing that limits me in this country. It's really a fantastic system. This is the only place where you can take someone who doesn't even have a home, in their teens, and by the time they turn 30 or 40, can amass incredible wealth. There's really I can't think of another system that has allowed everybody to be able to do that.
But you see it today, a lot of people trying to make excuses or complaining about how that America actually is holding them back, how it's racist or it's still sexist or stuff like that. So I just kind of like to hear some of your guys' thoughts about that.
I think that's baloney. That's the nicest way I can put it. There's, like Don said, there's nothing stopping you from achieving what you want to achieve. If you think it's because you're a female, if you think it's because you're black or Asian or whatever minority, that you're not white, that you can't make it in the system, then you're not going to make it. If that's how you're thinking it, you're never going to make it anywhere, here, any other country. But if you have the mindset of, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do it, then chances are you will. You have that opportunity, and America provides that opportunity for everybody, not just those who you think are empowered. I mean, those who are empowered can be out of power next week, and someone else can take their place. Like Don said, it's very mobile, but it's all up to the individual. It's not society that's going to make you successful. It's you as the individual.
America has provided by far the best market for mobility. The poor can become rich, and the rich can become poor. The playing field is equal. It is up to the individual to claim their chance at this great opportunity granted